Welcome back. Here's another big story. Sources have informed Times Network that 11 officials have been sacked from the Jammu and Kashmir administration for allegedly having terror links. Sources add that an NIA probe has found that two sons of terror outfit Hizbul Mujahedeen's chiefs were working in the Jammu and Kashmir administration. Those two have also been removed. This is the big development that's coming in right now. Let's go across to Pradeep for more details. Pradeep, the fact that Salahuddin's sons have continued to enjoy a lot of facilities, including government jobs, has been known for a while, and there was an investigation going on by the NIA into their terror links. Is this decision to remove them and others basis this NIA investigation?
Yes, Tanvi, you are absolutely right. It will not be wrong if we say it is better to be late than never. In fact, continuing with their policy of zero tolerance towards anti-India activities, what exactly the administration here has done, they have sacked 11 employees, which include the sons of globally designated terrorist Syed Salahuddin. One of them is Shahid Yousuf. He was working as Extension Agriculture Officer in Sher-e-Kashmir University of Agriculture Sciences. And other one is Shakeel, Yousuf. He was working as a lab technician in Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences. So both these sons of Syed Salahuddin had been arrested by National Investigation Agency in 2017 and 2020 respectively. Why they were arrested? Because they were getting money from across the border from Syed Salahuddin through different Hawala channel, and that money was used to wage war against India. So finally, in fact, the government decided that X should fall on such employees. These are the people who are enjoying perks, emoluments, getting Indian salary, enjoying Indian taxpayers' money. And what they do, they target you and me. That's what exactly they had been doing. They had been trying to spill blood of innocent Kashmiris, using innocent Kashmiris as cannon fodder. Why all this thing was happening, Tanvi? That's a big question. The reason is that they were enjoying patronage of political parties, whether it was Abdullah's or whether it was Mufti. Let me tell you about Shahid Yousuf. Shahid Yousuf was appointed during Farooq Abdullah's period. He was a backdoor appointee. He was appointed as junior research fellow. Over the period of time, he got so many promotions, he became gazetted officer. And see what he was doing. Instead of just trying to do something for the welfare of the people of Kashmir Valley, he was involved in terror-related activities. He was trying to wage war against country. And there has been another son. So far, no action has been initiated against him, but there is another son. That time also, I asked for the straight and direct and pointed question. He got medical seat. A person who was deserving medical seat, he was dropped. Instead, Syed Salahuddin's son got that medical seat. And when I asked this question to Farooq Abdullah, what you really achieved, because you have done injustice to a person who deserved medical seat. Instead, you gave seat to a person who is involved in terror-related activities. So that time, Farooq Abdullah had no answer. He got agitated. He got angry, and he started shouting at me. So that is a reality. These Abdullahs and Muftis, they had been trying to keep Syed Salahuddin, this globally designated terrorist, in good humor. And today, if these people were feeling encouraged and emboldened, it is because of their leadership in Kashmir Valley. But finally, administration has decided that there will be no incentivization of terror, there will be no premium on separatism, and finally X has started falling on them. During the last 2 months, more than 18 employees have been sacked, and with one stroke of pen, 11 employees have been sacked, which include two sons of Syed Salahuddin. One is Shakeel Yousuf and another is Shahid Yousuf. So that way it is a very big development, and many people are definitely going to heave sigh of relief, because they wanted such thing to happen for long, because everybody knew they are involved in money laundering. Because the document, Tanvi, which we have got, this document is of NI. That clearly shows that this man was in telephonic contact in Pakistan, United Kingdom, UAE, Ireland. He was in touch with basically Hawala operators who used to work for Syed Salahuddin. That's one of the reasons that letters rogatory has been sent to Pakistan and Saudi Arabia by NI. Not only that, under Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty, they have also sent a letter to UAE and United Kingdom, because several messages have been exchanged. And I feel that there was a bigger conspiracy. So by sending this letter, they want to have access to those messages, try to find out what exactly had conspired between the Hawala operators, terror-related elements across the border.
That investigation into Hawala operations, money laundering, and further into the terror links continues. But, the basic facts, obviously, for everyone to see there. Let me just bring in our consulting editor, Maruf Raza, also on the phone line. Maruf, perhaps a little delayed but much needed action. those who've been within the government setup with very, very clear links to the terror groups must be kicked out.
This Syed Salahuddin has been, at least I've been observing him as the kind of mascot of Pakistan to show that the Kashmiri movement against Delhi is led by local Kashmiri leaders. And Salahuddin is at the forefront of it. He actually defected to Pakistan in 1989 when he claimed that his election from the area which was close to Anantnag was manipulated, and somebody from the Mufti party was put up there as the winner candidate. This, along with Salahuddin, led to a lot of disillusioned people going to Pakistan. Those days, the line of control was not fenced, and thereafter Salahuddin has been very proactively threatening India with all sorts of assertions. He does pop up from time to time on television interviews. Interestingly, in 2012, Salahuddin also challenged the Pakistani government. If they weren't to back the Hizbul Mujahedeen that he leads, he would also create turmoil within Pakistan. I thought that was going a step too far, but quite clearly, he and many others have been provided financial assistance by Pakistan's entire anti-India coffers that they continue to build up and use against India. Salahuddin, like the family members of some other separatists within Kashmir, Syed Jilani is one of them, whose family members have very clear links with Pakistan. Either they are there in the valley, or like Syed Jilani, his son, I'm told, was a doctor in military hospital, Rawalpindi. So all these people, they have been receiving funding from various sources, and interestingly, the narrative within Kashmir had been all along that unless you can firmly prove their receipt of funds and linkages,
Yes.
it would not look fair for Indian democracy to come down heavily on any of these members who are enjoying patronage by the state of J&K by official jobs. But I think where the linkages are drawn and proved, it is only correct on the part of the Indian state not to allow them to continue to function, at least as government officials and paid by the Indian exchequer. So I think to that extent, it's a correct move.
Yes.
It's taken time, so therefore it shows that they have meticulously put together the information and data to show to the public that this was not a biased and an unfair exercise. And to that extent, Salahuddin, interestingly, does not keep in touch with his family directly. I'm told a year or two ago, his wife and daughter sought visas to go to Pakistan to meet him, but nothing came out of it.
Yes, which is why, which is why, Maruf, I think it's important, like you also said, that, you know, at least it's done and in a proper, fair manner where a investigation is carried out. And once you find enough evidence to say, despite the fact that, you know, they are in a government job, they are in Jammu and Kashmir, they continue to have these Pakistan terror links or back their father and the organization in some or the other manner, then you can say, okay, you have a terror link and you need to go. The point is that did the earlier administrations know this and turn a blind eye? Obviously difficult to take action just by mere association, you know, as a family connection, but did they even attempt to do basic verifications and checks and ensure that there is absolutely no link? That's where the previous administrations and those politicians will have to give an answer. Thank you, Maruf Raza, for joining us with your insights, and, you know, important to explain the background here to our viewers as well of Syed Salahuddin, his terror group, his sons who've been enjoying a government job for so long, an NIA investigation that has now shown evidence of terror links, which is why these 11 people have now been sacked.